Just doing a microphone test. Has my voice been coming through at all? Keone, no, it hasn't. Can you hear me now? Oh, cool. Yeah, because I've been streaming so often lately from the Xbox that I'm so used to having to press the mute button on my actual headset that now that I'm playing from this PlayStation for this PlayStation game, I now just have to press the button on the controller, not on the headset. Hey there, Keone. If I hadn't said hello to you before, sorry. Welcome on in first once again. Very nice. That's awesome. How's things been going? Good morning, Cody. Hopefully things are going well. Keone, no. Cody can hear you now, but then you've only just joined. That's awesome though that you can hear my voice now, Cody. That's cool. I need to remember that I'm playing the PlayStation version, so I just have to mute the controller, not the actual headset. Keone, you thought this was a silent stealth stream. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, no, definitely not intended to be. So, welcome to another stream of Shadow of the Tomb Raider for my annual playthrough doing a stealth challenge. I fully upgraded the pistol with a silencer on it. I've been using the bow, but if I really do need to use a pistol, at least I've got one there that actually has a silencer on it. But primarily I've been sticking with the bow and arrow. And now what I want to do is get the craft lure traps on enemy corpses. Attract and kill nearby enemies with a shrapnel explosion when triggered. There we go. That'll come in handy. Cody, last shift tonight, then 4 days off. Hope you're well. That's cool, dude. Hope it goes quickly. And your 4 days off goes slowly. That's really cool that you get 4 days off in a row. I'm doing well too. Things are going good. Been having a good Friday. Don't know if I'll finish this game in this stream, but we'll see how they go. There's definitely been more situations where there's, exploration and jumping in this one compared to out and out combat scenarios as well. But there are still some stealth sections, of course, coming up for the rest of the playthrough. So yeah, I anticipate it'll take me this stream and another one. Cheers, Cody. Thank you, dude. May as well get this. Increase precision by holding... No, hang on. This one. Visual assistance while aiming at enemy's head. May as well grab this. It can't hurt to get this one as well. Increase chances of recovering arrows when looting enemies and animals killed with a bow. Alright, there we go. Now to continue.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Gotta love how desperate these bots are. I like how they give the instruction to remove the space. Cheap viewers. If you have to pay money to get viewers, then it just means that you don't have any natural ability to, have followers that are, genuine followers, not just bot followers. It'd be the equivalent of creating all these different Christmas cards and then sending them to yourself from various fake people to make you feel like you're getting, a lot of, attention during Christmas.
Who made these things? It's not Maya or Inca. This is incredible.
I love how random piranhas just appear. Alright, forgot to activate the Rest in Peace Lara Redemption.
full up. Can't carry any more. Up there. It's just a noise. These must be the Trinity soldiers who went missing.
Hey Lucinda, good morning. Welcome. How's our Friday going since we're just starting the stream? It's going really well. I had a good day today. Things are going good. How's things with you, Lucinda? Lucinda, things are going well, just gearing up for Friday. Only your second day you had to be physically in the office this week. Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. That'd be a relief sometimes too, to know that you don't have to go in every single day. That'd be really cool. Have that flexibility too. Obviously, this is forced combat.
More coming. They keep coming. How many are there? Time to move. I don't have enough space for that.
Hello there, Anmita. I'm doing really good, thank you, dude. How's things going?
There we go.
Oh, cheers, Anmita. It's going well so far. It's been a chill Friday. That is really cool, dude. Glad to hear that things are going well. Oh, I forgot to ask you actually. What are you doing with Dark Pictures? House of Ashes again? Was it Everyone Lives? Oh yeah, Shadow's going really well. We're up to about chapter 7 out of, I think there's about 14. Afro, damn, all wolves, kill all wolves. Kill them all. Poor wolves. How's it going, Afro? And me too, yeah, you want to try and get all of them to survive. Very cool. Yeah, that'll be good to see. Thanks for the GGs, Anmita. I might not get through it in this stream, but definitely next Friday.
Have to find a way across.
In Mita, will you do the post-game missions this time? Oh no, just the main story missions. After going well, just finished the peg leg missions. Now for some quality time in New York with father. Oh, very nice progress in Assassin's Creed 3. That's really cool, Afro. Those peg leg missions. They're really fun, those ones.
Look at all this. What's behind that door?
Afro, you sort of forgot how pretty those missions were actually. The sheer scale of some of those locations Connor visits. Now to dump all your money on Aquila upgrades. That is true too as well, and that was like still very early in the series. I mean, it's the 5th game overall, but still. It was cool that they still were able to get that kind of scope. Hey Mitch, you watched a video of someone saying that they hated this game because they weren't interested in South American history. Oh really? Yeah. The funny thing is, like, for me, I don't care what part of the world a game is set. I don't care what mythologies. Like, I haven't come across any game in any franchise that takes place in different places around the world where I've gone, no.
I don't have enough space
I don't
for
like the
that.
game simply because of the setting. I guess one of the reasons is because I don't actually go overseas and travel. Vicariously through movies and stuff, I see different locations, so I'm always, interested in seeing what other parts of the world look like, but just haven't been able to have the opportunity to travel around the world or go to other places, Hey, me too, yeah, you're surprised. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is too, right, like, it's not like the game forces you to read. Like in this game, when you pick up a journal entry, unlike the previous 2 games, it doesn't actually automatically open up the journal entry and start talking. So you really have to go out of your way to be given the history of the place. Although, I mean, maybe it's just not that interesting to them. Maybe there's another location they would have rathered the game be set in.
All right. Yes. This'll do. Almost done. Where they were coming from.
Afro, you mean if they're not interested in the whole Mayan culture history, then fair enough, you suppose. You're not interested in them either as such, but then again, you're not interested in the ancient world. Your history interest starts medieval. Yeah, that's totally fair as well. Like, if a game has a setting where it's set in a certain part of the world and there's a certain kind of, like, history that you're experiencing, whether it's just, reading about it or it's actually what the game is. Like, it's definitely understandable that not everyone will be interested in the lore of the place and all that kind of stuff as well. Cody, you not played this in a long while? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good one, this one. I remember there was some complaints that Rise of the Tomb Raider had too many combat scenarios, which is fair. So in this one, they lessen those. Yeah, Mita, yeah, you're also not a fan of Mayan or Incas or Aztec culture, but you're still curious to learn about it. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, like, even if it's just once that you play something like that, there might be some interesting, things that you'll learn. Hey there, Shaky, bringing the wind in with you. How's it going? Yeah, and me too, you know. For a while now, I've actually wanted a Assassin's Creed game that fully takes place. Doesn't have to be in the heyday of the Mayan or Aztec culture, but at least be set at some point in the past where there still can be a lot of things that relate back to that. Nice one, Shaky. You're trying to wind me up. Listen, they're going to start calling Shaky the Breeze. That's a good call. Shaky, you must have been the Breeze. That is true. Listen, it's got a ring to it. It definitely does. Hey, Nofry. How's things? You just realised that the Mirage DLC comes out in 4 days. That is true. Yeah, I'm hoping that it actually does come out here in Australia on the Tuesday. And not on the Wednesday. But if so, so be it. But, when it does come out, I'll just be doing the DLC though. I won't be doing like a full playthrough of the whole game. Shaky the Breeze knees. There we go. Instead of the bee's knees, the breeze knees. Listen, there's also a Lynyrd Skynyrd song that mentions it. Oh, really? I can't really remember any of their songs that I might have heard. Hey there, Ogorki. How's things? Hey, Dumbledore, welcome. How's it going? After a damn November really went by fast, it's already halfway over. It definitely is. Time's been flying so damn fast. Glad to hear that you're doing good, Nofry. You got your new GPU today. Oh, very nice. That's cool. That'd be good. Hey there, Reasons. Howdy to you as well. How's things? Things are good, Ogorki? That's great. Good to hear that. Cody, Freebird is your favourite by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Oh, that song. Yeah, that's on one of the Guitar Hero songs. I remember hearing it. Reasons? Fresh off work, ready to smoke, watch some stream, and go to sleep. Oh, really? Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like you got it all sorted. Reasons. That's the thing though, when it's time to go to sleep you can't and end up back on Twitch. Yeah, that'd be really, really annoying as well, not to be able to go to sleep, especially if you really, really need to and want to.
Good. This is promising. These figures, they look like those creatures, but they're graceful. Yashil, goddesses of protection. The silver box of Ishal was forged in paradise and brought to Earth. Did those creatures make the box? Neither false gods nor zealots shall be allowed to pass. They're protecting it. Is that why they fought me so viciously? Here they keep the box until the sun's renewal. Here. It has to be here. An eclipse and a heron. Like the tattoos on Unuratu's arm. But where's the box? Oh no, a full shock.
Reasons you're a procrastinator though and you hate it. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, I mean, that's the problem too with procrastination is it can be a good thing in small doses as well. Like, it could give you more time to actually think something over. That if you gave it more thought, you might be able to make a better decision. But then the trap can be it makes you put things off and then you try and find other reasons why you need to put the thing off. And then once you've put it off enough times, you then keep on thinking, oh yeah, I can do that. Then you might think, it won't take long to do. It'll only take a few minutes. Surely I can just do it. And then you get into the thick of it and you're like, this is going to take an hour or more. And then you're like, oh, I might just take a little bit of a break. You know, and then it can go on and on. Hey, nah, bro. Oh no, this part. That is true. Yeah, yeah. The fact that her lips are completely gone as well, and all the mouth part there, and is just like, the opening of the mouth and the teeth and the gums. After replaying AC3, you really feel like every party Connor meets wants to get some sort of use out of. You mean the Patriots, Sam Adams, and Lot, you feel definitely used him. Even Achilles, you suppose, if you're going by the events of Rogue, which I don't. See, the thing is with Rogue, my problem is that the approach that the writers took and what they did unfairly, I think, makes Achilles look worse than he does in AC3 as well. I think a better way to handle that whole thing would have been either have it that the person that became a Templar and betrayed him and the Assassins was either a friend of his from childhood. They both went through the ranks, and at some point, because Achilles became mentor, the other character got jealous, and that's why they became a Templar. But they didn't tell that. They didn't tell him. And fast forward to Achilles' son and wife. I think if that character had killed them, and then when Achilles finally finds out the truth, they have a fight. And in the fight, Achilles wins. But at the end of the fight, Shay or whoever it would be in this alternate universe thing would actually injure Achilles, and then Achilles would kill them. And then, because of the fact that the person that he killed was, his best friend from childhood, that then he decided to retire from the Assassins and told the remaining Assassins to go to other parts of the world and join the bureaus there, and then have him go through that period where he's just like, fuck this whole place. Just let it become run down and all that. Or have it that instead of it being a childhood friend, it was a assassin that he discovered, that he trained, and that betrayed him and became a Templar. And that would explain why he was a bit wary to train Connor, thinking, I've already trained an assassin once and they turned out to betray me and the rest of the assassins. I don't want that to happen again. But anyway, I guess you could definitely say that Connor does get used a lot and things get put off. It's like, we can do this after this. It's like, once we've gotten our freedom, then we can think about other things like freeing other people who are slaves. Once we do everything, we can think about that. But the problem with stuff like that is shit happens and then more shit happens. And then by the time you deal with the other shit, 10 other shits have happened. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of like, Connor being kind of like, used in that. And then when Connor is like, what are we doing here? I need to know. Some people are like, oh, fuck you, Connor, you're an asshole. It's like, well, there's only so many times you can have people give you the runaround or use you before you snap back, and then you become the one that's in the wrong all of a sudden. But anyway, not really Afro. No. They're I don't know. There's some kind of supernatural element to them, of course. They've been living for a very long time, but they've lived so long that they've sort of lost, I guess, all their normal communication and stuff. So they probably just devolved their language into like, various things. Although they do say specific words later on, so they definitely still have some kind of like, language recognition amongst themselves as well. But they're not really people that like, I don't think they're cannibals or anything like that. Reasons them monsters was fast as hell. They really are. They are. And the unfortunate thing is, in that whole running sequence, that's not actually Lara's top speed, but they reduce the speed to that speed, which is a bit annoying, because even if you press the sprint button, she'll still run at that speed that they've slowed her down to as well. Now, bro, you hated every second of that. I don't blame you, though. Like, seriously, the amount of times that you can die there, too, like them blowing up the jars of stuff and blowing you up and all that kind of stuff. I think one of the deaths in my no death challenge actually happened in that part. Had to restart the whole game.
Finally, I made it. I don't have enough space for that.
Reasons? Restart the whole game? Oh my god. I know that made you mad. It was really frustrating when it happened in later parts of the game. It wasn't so bad if it happened early on in the playthrough in the early parts of the game, but when you get past that early point where you died before, and you get further and further, and then you die, that's when it really starts to get annoying. And there's some cutscenes that can't be skipped. There's a long cutscene at the start that can't be skipped, yet there's really short cutscenes that if you let them play, they're short anyway, and are over pretty quickly. But you can skip those ones, but you can't skip the longer ones. Now, bro, the puzzle also seemed a little complicated. Oh, which one? Nah, bro, you mean like with the moving of the... I don't know what they're actually supposed to be, but the statue things with the water. Yeah, reasons. Yeah, and there was one, like, there was a death where I wasn't actually paying attention. I was having the character jump on the spot, and of course, I just so happened to press the jump button and made them jump off the cliff. That was when I was really annoyed, because that was me fucking around and ending up having to restart. Very much annoying, Dumbledore. It really was. The first game in this trilogy and this game, for me, were the worst and most annoying no-death challenges. Rise, it could be annoying when I died. One death happened at the Orrery, which is very close to the end of the game. But I only died 3 times and had to restart 3 times for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Reasons, they want to make you suffer by making you watch the longer ones. That's true. They're just like, we're going to let you you're going to have to sit and watch this long cutscene, but the short ones we'll let you skip them. Now, bro, yeah, it seemed a bit much before leading you into a set piece. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, like where they place puzzles in games. The reason why they choose a certain spot, you know. Reasons, that's the worst, when you know it's your fault, not the game. Exactly, reasons. Yeah, it's one thing if there's like a glitch that happens, but when I do challenges of any kind, if the game glitches on me and it causes me to fail a challenge rule, I don't actually count it. I don't count if the game crashes on me or if the game glitches and something goes wrong. Sometimes I'll even use the fact that the game glitched against me as an exemption for the next section, you know. Where I'm like, fuck you, game. You're gonna make me have to do all that again? Well, you know. Whoops. Oh dear, went the wrong way.
Finally, I made it.
Need to get the specific gear first.
All full up.
Can't carry any more. All full up. Can't carry any more. Alright, good. Remember that I got those things. That's cool.
I can use these to climb out of here.
Reasons. Okay, good, because you know games can always do some fuck shit out of nowhere. They definitely can. And if it does, it's going to happen in a very, very specific moment when you're really trying hard to do something. Now, but remember the first time you played this at the beginning where the boy falls from the window and dies, you were legit like, what the fuck? And started crying. Yeah, dude, that whole section, it's like Lara sees like the actual really close-up cost of what's happened, you know, pulling out the knife. And sure, Trinity probably would have pulled the knife out themselves, but it doesn't make it any less, you know, terrible because it's Lara who took the knife out. So really, those deaths are on her, you know. Lucinda, okay, right, it's time for you to head off to work. Hope you have a great rest of your stream. Thank you very much, Lucinda. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Would like to highly recommend people check out Lucinda's channel. Lucinda is doing a playthrough of The Evil Within 2. Recently finished another playthrough of Days Gone. Also a big fan of the Dishonored series. A great streamer, has some really cool raccoon-themed emotes, animated ones and static ones as well. So definitely recommend. And I hope you have a great time at work. Hope it all goes well. And then you can enjoy the rest of your Friday. And thank you. I definitely will have a great rest of my stream, for sure. Reasons, oh yeah, you're climbing a cliff and out of nowhere a rock hits you in the head and makes you fall. Exactly. Or you think to yourself, this jump looks really easy. I'll just do it and boom, something flies along and knocks you out of the trajectory of it. And you're like, fuck. No, bro, Jonah told her not to, silly Lara. That's true. And Jonah's reaction where he's like, oh no, you took it, didn't you? As well. That's true, Lucinda, yeah. That's good too as well, that Friday has come around. Reasons, imagine getting whacked out of the air on a jump. Oh yeah. Oh, it'd be so friggin' annoying. And then in this game, in the No Death Challenge, I also died in like one of the last sections of the story, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Why did I have to die right there? That's right, Reasons, yeah. Yeah, there's a part where you go swimming underwater and it leads into the final battle area. Like where there's a big kind of skirmish going on. And yeah, I was stupid and had Lara swim all the way down to the bottom. And she got killed by the flames instead of swimming upwards.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Hello there, Lidus. Welcome on in, dude. It swapped around which order your redeems went in, but I know that you redeemed the Bane impression first, so I'll just get it set. There we go. Alright.
A wise comic superhero once said, "Henshin, a go-go, baby, and save the world." Well, I'm not sure, T-800. I didn't finish that game. Still in Chapter 2? Or was it 1? Anyways, T-800, fuck you, stupid cyborg.
Bam. That was one of my favorite games. Prepare to be terminated. Hasta la vista, asshole. Thank you for redeeming those. Calm down, Arnie and Bane. Calm down. Going well, thank you, Lidus. Doing more towards this stealth challenge. I hope things are going well with you too. Yeah, Automod, Lidus. Automod's like, gotcha. Reasons, no, you would have been so mad, dude, like, especially being at the end, lol, and you're guessing it was another your fault moment. It was. Yep, that's what made it even worse. Yeah. And I think, too, it was also really late in the stream as well. And that's the other side of things, too, when you do, like, a no-death challenge, is early in the stream, if you die and you're close to the start, well, you know, you can still feel fresh. But once you actually have been streaming for quite a few hours, and then you have to restart, it's really, really annoying, because then you're like, okay, do I keep on going on the next attempt, or do I just stop and then try again the next day? Lotus, you really need to create that Bane and Arnold sketches, would be fun. Have the fight off with them. You're good, you're way too good with ideas or sketches. Sorry, I read your second message and your first message out of those two in the same message. I'm good. You laughed so hard when I did the impressions. Oh, very nice, dude. I'm glad that you're going well and that you enjoyed the impressions. Sometimes you're way too good with ideas or sketches. Oh, it's great to be creative like that too, if you can, as well. They can be fun to be had in, like, you know, thinking up scenarios and stuff. Reasons, have you ever died in the same part more than once, like towards the end? Not so much towards the end, Reasons, but there was a part in this game where you have the spinning, this whole big statue thing you got to climb, and there's different parts to it, and they spin around. I actually died, not in the exact same spot, but on that same tower thing, 3 times in a row. But it was closer to the start of the game than towards the end of the game, so it wasn't too bad, but still. Lotus, you try, but man, I need your help mostly if you end up doing it. Yeah, no, that's no worries at all, Lotus. We can, you know, sort some stuff out at a later point, you know, if you ever want to have a look at some, you know, brainstorming for stuff like that.
I'll have to jump. There's no other way.
Reasons, okay, good. At least it wasn't towards the end. That is true. I definitely can help. Don't they have a movie on this game? They did do a movie in 2018, the same year this game came out, actually. It mainly adapts the first game in this trilogy, but it also incorporates some stuff from Rise of the Tomb Raider as well. But the initial idea, I think, in the sequel to that movie, which never eventuated now, was to actually adapt this game's story, I think. The movie is a good Tomb Raider movie, but it's a terrible adaptation of the 2013 game, though. It really, really guts out a lot of the really, really important stuff from the actual game story. Gladys, you got a PS5, right? You got an email from Rockstar. If you own the PS4 version of Red Dead 1, you will get on the 2nd of December a free upgrade for the PS5 version. Yeah, dude, yeah, I've got a PS5. And the version of Red Dead Redemption that I do have for it is the PS4. So that's really cool. That's awesome. Thanks for the heads up on that. Your week starts Sunday and ends Thursday compared to Monday and Friday. Before it used to be Saturday to Wednesday. Oh, was it, Lidus? What is the reasoning? Like, do you know what the reason for the change was? Derbador, your birthday is December 2nd. Oh, cool. Not too far away then. Like, this month will go really, really quick. Nah, bro, that movie seemed all over the place, but you liked the actress. Yeah. Yeah, Alicia Vikander. I think she did good as Lara. What's cool, a little sort of like anecdote, is that you have Tomb Raider and you have Assassin's Creed, both series that have characters that, you know, are very agile, running, jumping, climbing, all that kind of stuff. In the Assassin's Creed movie, Michael Fassbender, and in the Tomb Raider movie, Alicia Vikander, they're actually married in real life. So I thought that was kind of cool that they've both been main characters in movies based on franchises that are both about characters that are very agile, who do running and jumping and climbing and all that kind of stuff. Reasons: you have Red Dead 1 on PS4, but you can't get it on PS5, and you're not buying it again. I don't blame you though, Reasons. Yeah. Especially when there's multiple different versions of the same game, and you've already got one that you're happy with. Reasons: maybe you had it on disc, but you bought Red Dead 2 at some point too, but you think that was also on disc, so you're fucked either way. I'll know. It's been a while actually since I bought a physical copy of a game, or a movie as well. Oh yeah, Reasons, it's such a great game. Lotus, they changed it to be closer to Western banks and investments, etc., you believe. The change was years ago in the early 2000s, you believe, which you thought was a change, but it was cool. Oh, that makes sense, though. Yeah, if they had to take those sorts of things into consideration as well. Because so much stuff can change, you know, and the reasons for why it needs to change can vary depending on how much time has passed since the last time.
Whatever those things are, doesn't really matter while they're chasing you. Who left those carvings of the heron in the eclipse? I have to talk to Unuratu about them.
Reasons: Mortal Kombat movie was pretty good. The only ones that I've seen is the first one that they did in 1995 and its sequel, which was a terrible sequel. But I didn't see that new one that they did a few years ago, though. But it'll be interesting to see what they do for the next one. Oh, shit, Oliver. Sorry, dude. I just realized I must have... Yeah, sorry, dude. I missed your question. I mean, your first comment. Sorry about that, dude. I just see that now between Reasons comment and you said, "G'day, Lara Rod." Hey there, Oliver. So sorry I missed your message before. G'day to you as well, dude. I hope things are going well. Thank you very much for the 3-stream streak. Oliver. Bellissimo. Absolutely, dude. Thank you very much, Oliver. How's your day going today? Latest 95 Mortal Kombat movies is a success story. Soundtrack, cast, acting was so damn good, something will never happen ever again. Yeah, Linus, like, I still remember going to see it at the movies when it first came out. I was really, really hyped for it. And I remember after I actually watched it, you got to remember I was like, 11 years old around then. I went nuts for it, man. Like, I remember like doing I've never learnt martial arts, so back then I was just like, doing all these moves and all this kind of stuff. Just the silly stuff you do as a kid, emulating certain things. And I remember like I just could not wait for the movie to come out on VHS. And when it did, I watched it so many times that the tape actually started to have wear and tear on it, so that when you were watching the movie, the top of the screen, there would be loops and it would be tearing into the actual screen itself of like, what you were seeing, not your actual television screen or anything like that. And it was just a sign that your tapes had been, rewound and played, so often as well. Reasons you think the new one is the one you like? Oh, cool. Yeah, there's some pretty good visuals from the trailer of that one. Now, bro, you actually really enjoyed the AC movie, like the Abstergo stuff was a bit meh, but other than that, you liked it, and you prefer the movie version of the Animus. Yeah, that's the thing too with the Templars and stuff in that movie, is that like they get some of it right, but they also sort of like forget one of the Templars' main kind of mottos, or the thing that they say a lot, which is "May the Father of Understanding guide us." Not once in the Assassin's Creed movie do they ever utter those words. And it's like, what? Oliver, you are the Phantom of the Rod Legion. You can't see me. You got stealth mode on with your username and text. Like, the same, you bought the OG VHS tape, you were like, fuck yeah, you ran back home, hoping blood and fatalities and stuff. You're like, not a bad movie, maybe not everything was there. You were like, man, this is so damn good. It was exciting. You can't shut up about how good it was. It was just something else as well. There was just something about seeing characters you had only seen in the video game being in live action, And Kerry Hiroyuki who played Shang Tsung, he just did such a great job, like his he's also got a bit of charm to him too, which comes through. Reasons the Mortal Kombat you like was the one that had Sub-Zero taking that dude's wife, and then he's fighting Sub-Zero and losing, and then Scorpion comes in and was so fire, and his catchphrase, "Get over here!" I love that catchphrase. Yeah, Scorpion's my favorite Mortal Kombat character, followed by Sub-Zero. And even though the game is not that great, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero is actually one of the reasons why Sub-Zero became my second favorite character, because I really, really, really liked the atmosphere of that game, and I do like the story of it, but the gameplay can be a bit fucking annoying. But they can also be funny too, especially when Sub-Zero falls to his death, and he's like, whoa, as he falls back.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Oliver, stealth challenge is too easy for you. Exactly. The game itself is like, where's Oliver? What? He was there a moment ago. What the hell? Like the Shang Tsung, Corey was awesome. He did Mortal Kombat. Kerry was awesome. He did Mortal Kombat, you think, YouTube series as well. And they brought him back for Mortal Kombat 11. That was awesome. Yours is Sub-Zero. He's your favorite fighter. Oh, nice, Lidus. Yeah, Sub-Zero has some really cool, pun half intended, some really cool special moves as well. Even like the slide, which I love doing. But yeah, that series, it was okay, but I mean, seeing Raiden just randomly appear and then get put into a mental institution and stuff is like, I know that that's realistically what probably would happen, but still, it's a bit silly. Hey there, Zayas. Fujin was yours? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's funny how he was introduced in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero as one of the bosses. It was really annoying because in that mission, when you defeat him, this big gust of wind, if you're not ready for it, it'll blow you off the edge and you'll die and you have to start the fight again. Hey there, Dr. Darling. Welcome. Rod streams when you can't watch, and you can watch when Rod doesn't stream. Yeah, it's unfortunate sometimes how the timing works out as well with the different time zones and stuff. It must have been the wind shaky for sure. That's what it was. The wind is very, very cunning. Reasons you always love Scorpion is the tire just astounds you on its own.
If you can hear me,
I'm here.
we're not at Unuratu's. We're in a cave nearby. The entrance is marked with a heron and an eclipse.
On my way.
Says that game was obviously pre-Noob Saibot being Sub-Zero because there's zero mention of that when they meet in the Netherrealm. That is true, yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing too, when they introduce stuff later that actually happened earlier, having to put it amongst other stuff that was already established earlier in the franchise. Like, this Raiden is loco. Yeah, Raiden's just like, you know, he's crazy, man. He thinks he can summon lightning. What the hell? So you guess you play as Sub-Zero 1 at that point, and the Noob Saibots are just stock Quan Chi Netherrealm putties. You're just saying Fujin because he was in the game, and then Mortal Kombat 4. Oh, I got you, Zeus. I thought he was your favorite character. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he was in that Sub-Zero game first. Well, I mean, both games came out the same year. I'm assuming that Mortal Kombat 4 came out second. Linus, what's wrong, Raiden? Yay, Baba, yay. Okay, he's lost his marbles. Yeah, Baba, yay. Okay, he's lost his marbles. 1.21 gigawatts. What the hell is a gigawatt? Zeus, you beat Mortal Kombat Mythology so long ago on a rental. You technically watched someone older play. That game was such a big deal back then. It's crazy everyone thinks it sucks now. Yeah, I remember the first time I played it, like, I found it frustrating, but I really, really liked the story of it. And I played the Nintendo 64 version, so the cutscenes were just the, like, images from the live-action footage and the text. But I still enjoyed it. Agorki, it was your fault. You just like to blame the wind, lol. That's it. It's like, why did this happen? Ah, it must have been the wind. But there's no wind today. Oh, yeah, but it must have been the wind. Hey there, Neo. Welcome. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a good game. I like it. Yeah, I like this one. I like all three in the trilogy of Reboot Lara. I like the different locations that you go to, and I do like the lore of each game's, you know, the myths and legends and all that kind of stuff. So it's Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero story-based adventure was a huge deal. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games too where, like, I can understand why it gets considered a terrible game, but I think a remaster for it would be really good. Like I said, it didn't suck. It was super hard. It was broken, yet it was fun. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, for sure. But I can't finish it without the infinite... Well, it's not infinite lives. It's 1,000 lives.
Maybe they could provide support. Do you have it?
It was a trap. The box was taken and Unuratu was captured.
We heard. We're working on a plan.
She's being held at the prison by the old temple. Akan led a raid, and was taken too.
We'll charge the bridge that leads to the prison.
It's aggressive. What if I climb up here, free her, and then signal to attack?
That could work. Let's leave scouting the temple in the upper district. He could find you a way in.
I'll go talk to him.
We'll have backup ready once you get her out.
Sounds good.
For strength and safety.
Thank you.
Lara,
I'll get her out.
you believe that? The great Senchichika and the Shield of the Age.
This character is voiced by Amber Goldfarb,
Listen to yourself.
an Assassin's Creed veteran.
Unuratu believes it. That's enough for me.
It's a story, Coriander.
It's real. I know it is.
It's just something our parents told us.
She played Christina.
No, you're wrong, Kumia. The shield will unite us.
The only things we should trust in to defeat Kukulkan are our skills and our wits.
Well then, seeing as neither are your strong suit, I suggest you get back to your training.
Ezio's first love. Played heaps of characters. Also Aveline in Liberation.
I don't have enough space for that.
Like how Uchu and Jonah probably spent 20 to 30 minutes going over that map. And they're like, this is a good plan. And then Lara's like, how about we do this, that, and this? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Lara coming up with a plan that quickly. But it just seems funny that they would bother. They may as well have just had that scene take place where Lara turns up and they're like, oh, Lara, you're just in time. We need to look at this map. And then Lara's just like, oh, yeah, how about we do this? Okay, cool.
I should have done something. Now Unuratu is captured.
You did all you could.
And the other rebels, they'll make an example of them.
We can't focus on that right now.
God, what a mess.
Zayas, you beat the game, and then the Lin Kuei Grandmaster is like, good job, Sub-Zero. For your next mission, you will be assisting Shang Tsung in the tournament. Yeah, that was the other cool thing about it. Acts as like a prequel to the first Mortal Kombat story. Oliver, someone must have passed some wind to make up for the lack of wind. That's true, yeah. It's like, if there's no wind, just fart. Then there'll be plenty of wind. Zayas, Arthur fell from his horse last night. Oh, damn, Zayas, so you're up to that part of the game? Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Roger Clark play Red Dead Redemption 2, his latest stream, and he was at the part in Chapter 6 where Arthur falls off the horse. Unless you're talking about the other time later, because you might be up to that part too. Thank you, Agorki, for making a clip. Thank you. Dr. Darling, yes, you have some work ahead of me until the evening. All you can say is, Machanta, 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 Machanta. That is totally fair, Dr. Darling, for sure. I hope that work goes well for you. Thanks again, Ogorki, for clipping that moment. Zayas, TB, the diagnosis. So that is the part? Yeah. Because there's also the part later where Arthur's other... well, it depends. If you've still got the same horse you've had the whole game. Dr. Darling, you need to make a Machanta redemption like the Red Run one. That will be active every time you play this game. Machanta, 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 Machanta. Skills, skills, skills. Let me see. Resist damage from enemies, but I need to purchase this first. Alright, grab that.
Hi, hello.
What do you need? You have made an excellent choice, my friend. I am certain you will find it useful. The gods favor us both. I'm always ready to trade.
Hey there, Sona, welcome. Manchantha reminds you of Demon Souls character saying Umbasa. Oh, that's interesting. I still need to play that game. It's funny too what things can just become so ingrained in your memory as well. How's things, Sona?
I urge you to be wary, Ahau. We've broken the uprising, but they are still around. Alone, you are a target.
I'm confident I can deal with any rebel I meet.
Well said. They can't stand against us. Although, they did fight like demons.
They fight for their survival. All these fallen soldiers, far more rebels than cultists.
Dr. Darling, what's the current cooldown on the Arnie Bane impressions? So the Arnie one was 28 minutes ago, and the Bane one was 29 minutes ago. Dr. Darling, you'll be back in 30 minutes then, if you don't forget it. That's totally fair.
I should have done something. Now Unuratu is captured. And the other rebels, they'll make an example of them. God, what a mess.
This is a good example of the fact that when we were actually near the camp with Jonah, the dialogue that Lara says is the exact same that she says here when she's on her own.
Lara, your serpent guard disguise is good. I discovered the passphrase for the prison where they're holding my mother. Innocent eyes will blink at dawn, when weakness falls away.
Understood. We'll get her out, Etzli.
There's one more thing. Hakan has been captured. He's my friend Kiara's dad. If he's sacrificed,
I'll see what I can do.
Sorry, but in this playthrough, Hakan's gonna have to rescue himself.
exalted and knowing may enter this sacred ground.
Innocent eyes will blink at dawn when weakness falls away.
You may enter.
How long are you going to maintain this charade of rebellion?
Until we succeed, and you're no longer a threat.
And you say this to my face?
You know I am honest. And time was, we were on the same side.
I have allowed you to continue for too long. But no more, Unuratu.
Or what?
I could end your treason right now. Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you on the spot.
Just one? Amaru, remember who you are.
I am one of you.
Yeah. Is that why you had me arrested?
If my brother was alive, rest his soul.
Yeah, he will think this bickering is a waste of time. Come home.
I am home. This is home. Unarutu, dream for a moment. How will Paititi prosper when Dawn comes in a world without threats coming from the outside?
Aren't you such a threat? Remake the world? We all create destiny, together as we are.
Everything I've ever done has been for Paititi. Everything! When it was divided, I unified it! I am the only one who sees the real threat here.
You come and go as if your life here is optional.
Yes. I have lived the outside world, and I have seen what's to come. Every day, it encroaches. Paititi will not survive its invasion. Everything we are will be taken or destroyed.
Well, then we must fight for it together, according to the will of its people.
By restoring the sun. That will only ensure Paititi's safety for a moment. But then, it doesn't protect us from discovery, invasion. Our destiny is to be doomed. No! No, we must be bold, decisive. Act with me. I need your intelligence, your resilience in my world.
A world ruled by the cult of Kukulkan? Or should I say Trinity?
If it's control you want, you can have it. Just help me now ensure Paititi's safety, and then, by all means, you can govern it as you wish. I will give you the throne. I will do it.
No. I will find the box and restore the sun. May its light be your judge.
Why do you think so little of me? Take her back to her cell.
You can send me back, but I will never betray your people.
No, you will just fail them. The box is gone. A missionary, Andres Lopez. He stole it 400 years ago.
What?
You just wasted your life searching in the wrong place. Leave me now.
Afro Templar scum. You mean Trinity? Or is it Umbrella? This is a little bit of a spoiler, so just a heads up. So the whole thing with the sun is that Unuratu wants to restore the sun to stop the cataclysms from taking place, whereas Amaru, Dominguez, what he wants is to actually use the power of the sun to remake the world. And one of the reasons he wants to do that is because he wants to bring his brother back to life, who was Unuratu's husband. Because his intentions are good in terms of like wanting to bring back to life someone who died, and also make sure that Paititi doesn't get discovered or invaded if it was to be discovered. That's all fine and good, but one of the things he did to ensure that Paititi wasn't discovered was actually kill Lara's father, or have him killed, because he was on the verge of discovering Paititi, and so Amaru didn't want that to happen. So he had Lara's father killed.
Can't carry anymore.
In both cases, these cataclysms, whether the person... Well, I mean, if the person wants to remake the world and turn it into a hell, they can. But Amaru doesn't want the world to be torn apart by, you know, volcanoes and all that kind of stuff. So either way, those things get stopped, but the whole thing is, with that power to remake things, in that moment, who knows what he might want to actually have the world be. And so that route isn't safe either, you know. And so the whole thing with the power of the sun is, and again it ties back to this trilogy's theme of sacrifice versus loss. Where it's like, and Lara has this conversation with Jonah, you know, if you had the power to remake the world, wouldn't you bring your brother back to life? And Jonah says that he wouldn't, because then he'd have to lose all the things that are in his life right now. And Unuratu later talks about what the process is, using the power of the sun, and that you'll be tempted. And the power will show you a future or a world where your deepest desires would come true. And so Lara gets tested with a vision of herself as a child again, with her parents still alive. But she sacrifices that, thereby therefore sacrificing the power of the sun and restoring it, which then means that the cataclysms stop, but everything else stays the same. Afro, did Ubisoft really just stole the Lara Croft lore? Do you know wants her lover back, but we keep killing him? Not really, no. Yeah, because this trilogy didn't begin until 2013. Sorry for the going around in circles. I tend to do that when I'm concentrating on what I'm trying to say, especially when there's like specific details based on, you know, what actually goes on. I like to make sure I'm actually saying the right things that match what actually happens. But that whole thing, Afro, you know, plays, of course, into the idea of reincarnation. And because the idea of reincarnation, too, is about people remembering a past life, and And with Assassin's Creed, the present day story being about, you know, memories and all that kind of stuff, and the fact that Aita keeps getting reborn multiple times is, of course, playing into that whole reincarnation thing.
Jonah, I know where she is. I'm going in.
Okay, we're on our way. Did you feel the tremor before?
Yeah, when I was in the cenote. It was a foreshock. The earthquake is coming soon. We have to hurry.
Yeah. When we get Unuratu out, we'll all go find the box together.
Unfortunately, the game won't let you change back into whatever outfits you had with whatever perks you might have wanted to keep. So it means that the upper and lower body pieces I had Lara wearing that had stealth benefits, well, we don't have them now.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. That was close. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Afro, you also did the Brazil modern day last night, and by the end of it, you were just so broken inside how they ruined your boy Desmond. Oh, the end of that part in Brazil. Sorry, Afro, which part about it? Because all I remember is Desmond running to get back to the train.
All full up. Can't carry any more. I can barely see the bottom. Hope there is a bottom.
For the whole modern day Brazil, the potential of it, or how they were slowly expanding the modern day gameplay wise. Oh, yeah. And then they killed him. Yeah, I see now what you mean, Afro. Sorry, I was thinking for a second, what happens directly after the Brazil section that you might be referring to? But yeah, that definitely makes sense now that I know you mean just in general. The potential that those kinds of missions had for future games in the series to use those kinds or even expand on them. And then, of course, Desmond dying at the end. It's a real shame because, like, it may not be everyone's reason for not liking the present-day stories in Assassin's Creed, which is fine, I get it. But if there's people that don't like it because it seems boring, then maybe expanding the present day to actual missions like they were in AC3 might have helped a little bit. But in any case, I think it would have been really good to expand on that idea of having the present day missions be actually going out about and doing objectives and all that kind of stuff.
Just crossed the river, almost at the prison. There are guards everywhere.
We're heading towards the river. Get back to you when we're there.
Okay.
The box is not in Paititi.
I know.
I will be forced to join Amaru. Everything I fought for since Heidi's death will be lost.
I won't let that happen. Come on, let's go.
We're out of time. Someone needs to find that box. If the sun is not recharged, or the world we made, all of us will be destroyed.
I found another clue. Maybe. The tattoos on your arm, the heron and the eclipse, the same symbols were found engraved on the altar where the box was taken.
What?
What do the symbols mean?
This one shows my destiny. The crimson fire of Chakchel. And this one grounds my past. It symbolizes Chimchichica, the last true emperor of Paititi. His tomb is in the upper district.
Can you take me there?
They're all over that tomb. If there's anything there, they would no doubt have found it already.
Amaru doesn't have this clue. He doesn't know what to look for.
He's going to be crawling with guards.
We'll find our way around them.
It'll be dangerous, I'm sure. Then there is no time to waste. How is Etzli?
Safe. He helped me find you. He should be with Uchu now.
Hey there, Wicked. Well, present day had its potential. They could have went like one game present day from Templar side, next one from Assassins. But they kind of went from AC1 to AC2. Yeah, like seeing the ins and outs of like an Abstergo facility through the eyes of an actual Abstergo employee, you know, and have them kind of like, you know, learn that Abstergo is actually, you know, the Templars. I mean, obviously Layla is a Abstergo employee as well, but we didn't get to explore the Abstergo facilities as her or anything like that. But that would have been interesting to see the Templar side of things in present day.
Jonah, I'm with Unuratu.
Oh, good. Etzli wants to talk to her.
Mother, we're sending backup. Should I support Uchu or use the distraction to seize territory?
You're in charge while we're separated, Etzli. Trust your instincts.
Leitzkalankoele lo putzig, hachpila wichob.
Bash lehelo, telo, ichi lechiwowo, shenawilech. Tu say, Bani. Bash lehelo, tela, joke sabak telo.
I think that's the last of them. You lead.
That part with the two guards. In gameplay, they wanted me to assassinate them. So when I pressed the button to assassinate them, it then went into a cutscene where the other guy is supposed to see Lara, so that Unuratu can come along and then to get rid of him. So that whole scenario doesn't count for the challenge rules because it's not something that can be avoided. Hey Stardust, hey Hot Rods and Hot Riders, lol. Tried to come up with a fan name for you and your fans. Hey there Stardust, welcome on in. I hope things are going well.
I think we're clear. Let's go.
Intruder!
Unuratu! Damn!
Take this key. Come. I want to show you something. The eclipse is coming. Once it is here, the box must be opened. Temptation of the box is so powerful, it will pull me toward it and tempt me with a fantasy, an easy way to solve our problems. But it will only show me my strongest, most secret desires. I have prepared my whole life to resist it. Amaru has not yet seen the box, but already its power corrupts his mind. Paititi is its people, and can only survive by our will, together.
So, if Amaru remakes Paititi his way, it's like he destroys it?
Yes. We face many threats from the outside, but risk is a part of life. We must confront it to remain true to ourselves.
How do you know you'll be able to resist the power once you have it?
I don't. But if my training fails me, the Crimson Fire will guide me and hold me to my promise. We should go.
What is the Crimson Fire?
It is my destiny. It's connected to the sacrifice of Kukulkan. When the Crimson Fire smokes, seek your mirror. It's a powerful force of accountability. That's all I know.
Do any of those creatures ever find their way in here?
Creatures?
They attack. In the caverns around Paititi, they were in conflict with Trinity. And at the altar where the box was taken, they came after me.
Do you mean the Yashil?
Yashil. They were tall and fast, hungry, almost desperate.
I would not call them creatures. They're more than that.
Stardust, you had a question, but you forgot it, lol. But you got another one. Does anyone here play Naruto games? I definitely don't. Stardust, yeah. I've heard of the character and stuff before, but I've never actually played any of the games or watched any of the animated series and stuff.
The key I gave you should work here.
What happened to the Yashil?
There are many legends. It was long ago, but Paititi owes much of his safety to them.
They protect it.
I don't know if that's their intention, but their actions have that effect.
They don't ever attack the city?
No. We have always lived in cooperation. I think Amaru might be planning a public sacrifice.
Of a rebel? We have to stop it.
No, not unprepared, and not at the expense of the boss. The warrior who will bear this sacrifice will prefer death. Stay near me and do as I do. The crowd could turn on us. This way.
Always looks like they're going up an escalator.
Who would threaten our safety, preservation? Their leader, the traitor, Uraratu, your fallen queen, is in my custody. But it is not too late to save them. Today, we offer a sacrifice to Kukulkan.
Come.
As a prayer
See
for
what he does.
protection as the eclipse draws near. This sacrifice, Trevor's life will be redeemed. May all his fellows see the light and rejoin us.
Amaru said he wanted an end to violence.
He sees it as a means to an end.
this rebel sacrifice.
All these people believe him.
They are afraid, and with good reason. Not much further. The tomb is beyond that door. Come.
Innocent eyes will blink at dawn when weakness falls away.
You may pass.
The tomb is up there, on that statue. I'll watch the gate.
I won't be long. Jonah, we're close to the Emperor's tomb.
We're by the river, ready to get you and Unuratu out of there. Let me know when you're ready.
Stardust, well, Naruto, 2 Boruto Shinobi Striker was on sale for like $4.99, but you already had it, lol, and it's back to $19 now. Oh, is it? That's a bit of a difference. Also, just remember, did you know Black Ops 7 was even being made? I didn't, to be honest, Stardust. Haven't followed the Call of Duty series since finishing the original Modern Warfare 3. I played Modern Warfare, the first one, back when it came out, and then I tried Call of Duty 3, but just couldn't get into it. And then I played Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and that was back when they came out. But since then I haven't replayed those ones or played any of the others. And for that guy, Stardust, you can't avoid that sacrifice. He always gets sacrificed. Stardust, you prefer more Halo. That's fair too as well. Yeah. Sometimes you just might play a game at some point, and then once you've finished it, you just don't feel the need to play it again or play the sequels. You just chalk it up to, oh well, been there, done that, don't need to.
I've lost control. I don't see an end. There's no escape. I don't even have a home anymore. Guess it's time to buy a new keyboard.
I like the lead up to that, Dr. Darling. Certain words that are keys on the keyboard. Very nice. Thank you for redeeming that as a Bane impression. Why does the atheist debater idolize Mike Tyson? Because he punches people in the face. Thank you for redeeming that, Dr. Darling. Hey, Ave. The game's going well, thank you. We're just reaching a point where there'll be another stealth section soon. So far this stream, we haven't had any stealth moments. We've had a lot of combat, though, forced combat situations and all that kind of stuff. But it's been going well, though. I won't be finishing the game in this stream. It'll just be a short stream because I started early my time. It's about 12:34 a.m. on Saturday morning now, so I'll just stream until we get to the... I think I might keep on going until we get to the point where we leave Paititi. How's things going with you, are they? Dr. Darling, thank God weekend is coming. You'll be able to watch more plus the end of this. Yeah, Dr. Darling, I mean, I won't be finishing this until next week because I really, really want to make a start on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So that'll be the weekend, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And then next Friday I'll finish off this game.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Thank you very much, Ave, for the 10 stream streak. Thank you. That's cool. Glad to hear it's going well. You are well. Just got home from work. Very nice, Ave. That's cool. I hope you can relax and enjoy the rest of your day now.
Impossible. I can't carry
Can't carry
anymore.
anymore. All full up. Can't carry anymore. All full up. Can't carry anymore.
I don't have enough space for that. Okay.
Hello, Spectrum. Welcome. It's going really good, thank you. How's your day going today?
Good. Now to get in. That looks like my way in.
Lara, where are you?
The Emperor's tomb. I almost have what we need.
We'll be ready.
Spectrum, interesting day so far, but not bad. Oh, that is good, though. That's really good. Hope it ends up being a really good day.
Someone is keeping these fires burning. This figure must be loved. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. This altar is elaborate. This must have been an important ruler. I don't have enough space for that. The Inca influence is unmistakable. The last Emperor's tomb. The cult must have taken root after his death. Okay, the Eclipse and the Heron. What am I missing? Wait, did Lopez leave this?
The heart of the serpent is in the cup.
In here!
This is Commander Rourke. We've got a lead on the box. Send a team for Croft.
Unarat.
Give this to Etzli. He's a rightful heir. He must live by Titi. He's young, but strong. His spirit as noble as his blood.
Don't go. Keep talking to me.
The box. It will tempt you. Resist.
We all create our destiny.
Hanno been impacted. Manach kun sigbaix, ganin kastikon. Manach talesh tin wignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Wakekmul peksikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Sikbaesh, Janin Kashtikon. Wakekmul pek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Manach kun sikbaesh, Janin Kashtikon. Wakekmul pek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Talesh tin wignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Wakekmul pek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak.
You can't bypass this whole part. You actually have to kill these enemies.
Manach kun sikbaesh, Janin Kashtikon. Manach talesh tin wignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. cum sikbaesh, Janinkashtikon. Manach Tim Wignal, Satantesh Apilik Awichesh. Kimesab Kuntulin Latzilon, Janekat Peksik Mashbetech, Gabetin Kat Peksik Bashkuyuchul, Matun Kustal Jabachkinov. Mulpek sikbae, minantun shutak kubak. Manach talesh tim wignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Hachem pelujo que siku pole, yanu lu que salti. Manach kun sikbaesh, Janin. Yanu bin impactic. Bin kuntulin lakzilon, matun tsokolutan. Unach ubin katbil jolalelo. Manach talesh tim wignal, satantesh apilik awichesh.
What? Fuck you.
Shutak kubak, Guayaboneja chasab malo, Kalim Yutzilesh. Hachem pelujo que siku pole, yanu lu que salti. Kimesab kuntulin lakzilon, Janekashtik mashbete. Guayaboneja chasab malo, ay tulal kalim yutzilesh. Kuntulkimen, kuntulin lakon, Shimbaltesh le kuchila. Janekat peksik mashbetech tim wignal, Satantesh apilik awichesh. Kimesab kuntulin lakzilon, matun tsokolutan. Unach ubin katbil jolalelo. Kuntulkimen, manach kun sikbaesh, Janinkashtikon. Janekat peksik mashbetech.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Manach kun sigbaesh, yanin kashtikon. Kimesab kun tulin laksilon, matun tzok holutan. Willik bishiti le kuchila. Baash le hello. Impactic. Sudanesh! Khach Galantesh! Wakek mulpek sikbae, minantu shutak kubach. Baash? Kuntul kimen, kuntulin lakon, shimbaltesh le kuchila. Janekat Pexik. Shuchi Kimesab Kuntulin Laksilon. Matun Tzok Holutan. Kuntulin Laksilon. Janekat Pexik Mashbetek. Kimesab Kuntulin Laksilon. Shikenim Wilbash Kuyuchul. Manach Talesh Tim Wignal. Satatesh Apilik Awichesh. Kun sigbaesh, yanin kashtikon, wayabonecha chasav malo. Liik sabaesh, apatelo. Manach kun sikbaesh, yanin kashtikon, Hachem pelucho que siku pole, Yanu luke salti. Wakek multek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Kuntul kimen, kuntulin lakon, shimbaltesh le kuchila. Unach ubin katbil jolalelo. Manach Talesh Tim Wignal. Tzataash le pelucho que siku pole. Yanu luke salti. Yum silom, ujantonop. Pelujo que siku pole, Yanu luke salti. Mesab kuntulin laksilon. Matuntsok holutan.
Fuck you, cunt, fucking piece of shit. Exactly, Oliver. Yeah, F indeed. This is a bottleneck situation. Thank you for redeeming the Arnie movie scene impression in Mita. It's annoying though too because the assassination cut animation goes on for too long. The first initial stab should be the one that kills it, not the second one after. Takes too long. Yeah, Mita, it really is tough because the game doesn't let you put Lara back into whatever outfit she might have had before, which actually have stealth benefits. So you have to just put up with the outfit the game forces you into, which doesn't have any of those perks. In 3 years, Cyberdyne will become the largest supplier of military computer systems. All stealth bombers are upgraded with Cyberdyne computers, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online August 4th, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29th. In a panic, they try to pull the plug. Skynet fights back. Yes, it launches its missiles against the targets in Russia. Why attack Russia? Aren't they our friends now? Because Skynet knows that the Russian counterattack will eliminate its enemies over here. That's, of course, from Terminator 2. Thank you, Inmita, for redeeming that. But yeah, it's so annoying. You got the animation for killing taking too long. You got the fact you can't put your outfit on that had stealth benefits. And yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous.
Manach kun sikbaesh, jalinkashtiko. Jalinwilik bishyanin lekuchila. impacting. Tukaba kukulkan! Manaj kung sigbash, galing kastikon. Kanushun sa tulakal! Wakekmulpek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Ilmachma, oye, tesh! Eliwilik mishani lekuchela. Ay, tulalkalin yung tsilesh! Manach kung sigbae. Hashem pelucho que sigo volé. Ya no lo que saltí. Kuntul kimen, kuntulin lakon. Chimbaltesh le kuchila. Nekashtik mashpetek. Satantesh apilik awichesh. Tukaba kukulkan. Liik sa baes, asambelesh. Uya un impujanin. Rubin impacting. Baash? Manach kung sigbaesh. Ay, tulalkalim yung tsilesh! Timesay! Kacholake! Baash ku yuchul! Wakekmulpek sikbae, minantu shutin kumatumbushtal davachesh. Sikulukan, ishuchi kuyuchul. Kilwili! Eliwilik mishani lekuchila. Tukaba kukulkan! Manach kung sigbaesh, janing kashtikon. Waya boneja chasav malo. Ashkalantesh! Levante el banco, Guayanet! Matu beita limbo que si kimbai. Tuni shoko. Imwelingan wa kumeyar. Kuntulkimen, kuntulin lakon, shimbaltesh lekuchila. Unach ubin katbil jo lalelo. Maalop. Wakekmul peksikbae. Ash. Kimesab kuntulin laksilon. Janekat peksik mashbetech. Gabetin kat peksik bashkuyuchul. Kuntulkimen, kuntulin lakon, shimbaltesh lekuchila. Janekashtik mashbetech. Ay tulal kalib yutzilesh. Unach ubin katbil. Sigbaesh, Janinkashtikon, Magaboneva Shasab Malo, Bishuchi Kuyuchul. Kilesav Tunduli Laksilon, Matun Tsokolutan, Gabetin Katpeksik Bashkuyuchul. Kuntulkimen, Kuntulin Lakon. Shimbaltesh lekuchila, kukulkan tikon. Umok kab jetel shotobok. Kuntulin Laktzilon. Janekat Peksik Mashpetech. Hashmalov Kashikan in Wilbashko Yuchul. Wakekmul Peksikbae, Minantu Shutak Kubach. Ay tulal kalim Yutzilesh! Manach kun Sikbaesh, Janinkashtikon. Wakekmul Peksikbae, Minantu Shutak Kubach. Mesar Kuntulin Laktzilon. Janekashtik Mashpetek. Bin Kuntulin Laktzilon. Manach Wignal. Satatesh Apilik. Kabetin Katpeksik Bashku Yuchul. In Wohed. Manach kun Sikbaesh, Janinkashtikon. Janinwilik Bishani Lekuchila. Kuntulkimen, Kuntulin Lakon, Shimbaltesh Lekuchila. Janekat Peksik. Hashmalov Kashikan in Wilbashko Yuchul. Baash Lehelo. Wakekmul Peksikbae, Minantu Shutak Kubach. Levante el banco, güey. Satatesh apilik awichesh. Guayaboneja chasav malo. Ay, tulalkalin yung chilesh! Baash? Wakekmulpek sikbae, minantun shutak kubak. Manach tinwignal. Sakaltesh. Kacholake. Hachkalantesh. Yanu binim papi. Wakekmulpek sikbae, minantun shutak kubach, matun kustal javachkinov. Manach tinwignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Sunanesh! Janubinim papik. Kitpet savaesh tial kashtikesh. Yani kashtikon le kakas baal cheo. Wakikmulpek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Manach kum sikbaesh, yanin kashtikon. Hachem pelujo que siku pole, yanu lu que salti. Wakikmulpek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Baash? Gabetin katpeksik bashku yuchul, ma'alom. Manach tinwignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Manach kum sikbaesh, janin kashtikon. Tinwignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Hachem pelujo que siku pole, yanu lu que salti. Wakikmulpek sikbae, minantu shutak kubak. Guayaboneja chasav malo. Manach kum sikbaesh, yanin kashtikon. Hachem pelujo que siku pole, yanu lu que salti. Wakekmulpek sikbae, minantun shutak kubak. Guayaboneja chasav malo. Manach tinwignal, yani kashtikon le kakas awichesh. Kuntulin lakon, chimbaltesh le kuchila. Yani kashtik mashbetech. Kimesesh tulak albash kupek. Manach tinwignal, satantesh apilik awichesh. Hachem pelujo que siku pole, yanu lu que salti.
space for that. Jonah, where are you?
I'm down by the docks.
I see you.
Hey, just about ready to go.
On my way.
Where's Unuratu?
We were attacked. She died fighting Trinity.
Oh no.
Where is my mother?
Your mother. She fought hard.
But that's the leader's amulet.
It belongs to you now.
She was a warrior. The eclipse draws near. If we cannot restore the sun...
I'll find the box. I won't let the cult of Kukulkan get to it first.
Begin the preparations for the burial chamber. Queen Unuratu will live on, within us. Uchu, assist them with the boat. We will prepare for battle. The rebellion must succeed.
We'll be back, with the box.
Take care. We will be ready when you return.
So what's next?
We'll head back to Kwakyaku, regroup and take it from there.
Oh shit, I think I have been muted. Fuck. Is this thing on? Sorry, it's just that I've been playing the Xbox for so long the past few days that I've gotten so used to pressing the button on my headset to mute. Whereas on the PlayStation, I press the button on the controller usually to mute and unmute. So, what was the last thing I actually said? Oh man, I've probably to go way forward. No clue, Afro. Yeah. In Mita, did I actually do your Ani movie scene impression? And Shaky, did I answer your question about the Splinter Cell blacklist thing that happened the other day? Ah, shit, sorry. That also means I missed messages there and also showcases 10 bits. Sorry about that, everyone. So Shaky, basically the game auto switched the non-lethal weapon I had equipped at the start of mission 4 to a lethal one without me knowing, and I didn't find out until I had marked some targets that were attacking me, and then when I actually pressed the button for Sam to do the execute, he shot all the enemies, and I was like, what the hell? I never switched to the lethal weapon. So luckily the death that happened afterwards, the checkpoint was actually before I had actually killed those enemies accidentally, so it didn't count at the end of the level, thankfully. Thank you, Shaky. You can do it, don't get greedy. Thank you for your confidence. And they do yap a lot, those enemies. They really, really do. It's just constant. Showcase, thank you very much for the 10 bits. I'm sorry I was muted before when you first put that message in and used the 10 bits. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate that. And yeah, Afro, so Brotherhood will be next. So that'll be the next stream that people will see from me, will be Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So I'm doing a 15th anniversary playthrough of it. I've already done one this year at the start, but I just did like the general story for that one. So the next phase will be to do a music-only playthrough. Indeed, Shaky, it was so good to finally get past that part. So yeah, Afro, no particular challenge for it. Although there'll probably be moments where I'll have to reload or like exit the Animus and come back in because there's double ups with the music that can happen. Exactly, Shaky. It's like, Lara, shh, it's a stealth challenge, no talking to yourself. Come on. Afro, time to get back up, Lara. Thank you, Shaky, for the great job. Afro, why is subtitles blue? I've got the option on so that different speakers' subtitle text is a different color from each other. Shaky, oh damn, you thought I was locked in during stealth sections. I mean, I don't blame you, Shaky, for sure, for thinking that, but no, I actually had it muted accidentally. Afro, it is now. Oh, that's good. That's good, yeah. It's just having to get used to one and then the different console and stuff. Yeah. So that was lucky, Shaky, that the checkpoint didn't happen after doing the kills. But it was still annoying. I absolutely hate it when games do that. And the thing about that game is it promotes players sticking to whatever playstyle you want, you know. And so when the playstyle you want to stick to is non-lethal, you would think that at all times it respects the fact that you chose a non-lethal weapon. But nope. Shaky. Damn, dude, thank you so very much for the 1,500 bits. Thank you, Shaky. I appreciate that a hell of a lot. Thank you. Some bits to ease the mute. Thank you, dude. Really, thank you very much. Afro music only. You had a few music bugs this year with your playthrough during the final few sequences when breaking into the Castello for the second time. Yeah, it's just really annoying. Like, I don't know why they weren't patched out when those things happen. Oh no, Shaky, that's all good, dude. I'm glad that you enjoy the content. I'm glad that you enjoy the streams and that you have a good time as well. That's no worries at all. Thank you very much for that. Thank you everyone for watching this stream. I really appreciate it a lot. The next stream that you'll see from me will be Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. If you tune in and you don't hear any dialogue or sound effects, there's nothing wrong with your audio, and the audio for the dialogue and sound effects gets turned off on purpose. I'm doing a music-focused playthrough for that game, so what I usually do, for those who haven't seen me do it before, is I don't just have the music on only and then play the game normally and just rush through the game. What I actually do is I stop and listen to a piece of music, and I wait until it loops or until it stops, I also cover music when detected, music when being chased, music when dying, and all that kind of stuff. So I try to cover as much of the music as I can. Sometimes I have to actually stay out of combat long enough and not die long enough for the music to loop and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I really like to pay tribute to the music of a game. And the reason I turn the dialogue and sound effects off is because sometimes in the mix, little tiny bits of instrumentation in the music get covered over by the sound effects and the dialogue. So I like to make sure that when I do a music focused playthrough to pay tribute to the music, that you're only just hearing the music only. Sometimes though, they'll actually put some sound effects audio with the music track, so you might hear some sound effects in the music as well, but sometimes not, so it just depends on the game. It's different from game to game. I've done it with quite a few games now, and there's just different ways that they do the mixes and mixing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the next stream you'll see from me. Will be Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, doing a music-only playthrough. Let me see, so that'll be the weekend. Monday, I'll finish off Splinter Cell Blacklist. Tuesday, the new DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage comes out, called The Valley of Memory. I won't be doing a full playthrough though. It'll just be the DLC content itself. And then Wednesday and Thursday will be Deus Ex Human Revolution for my annual playthrough of that as well. So that's the current schedule. And then the next stream of Shadow of the Tomb Raider will be next Friday. So I know it's a bit of distance between this stream and the next stream, but I really do want to get a start on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I also really want to get a start on Deus Ex Human Revolution, because I'll be doing that and Mankind Divided, and I've got some playthrough approaches for those two playthroughs that might take a few streams each, so I definitely want to have as much time on my sleeve for those. Whereas something like this, I'll definitely knock it over in the next stream, because we don't have too much stuff left in the story, but there's still some sections that require patience and timing and waiting and all that kind of stuff. So, but I hope that everyone has a great rest of your Friday. Thank you very much for watching, for watching the stream. Thank you, Not For I definitely will, dude. I hope you have a good one too. No worries, Oliver, for the stream. Absolutely no trouble at all. Catch you next time. Afro, you'll be standing in the countryside a lot. Love your echoes of Roman ruins. Absolutely, Afro. You know, I'm just looking forward to really taking in that music and soaking it in. I'm pretty sure I did a music-only playthrough for its 10th anniversary, but I didn't have the VOD kept for that. But yeah, it's really cool to explore and hear the music as well. Really draws you in. Shaky, yay, love Deus Ex Human Revolution. You should do Pistoloni. Headshots are so OP in that game, especially on a fully modded pistol. That's definitely something to keep in mind for the future. I do have one in mind already though, for what I'm doing. It also has a little bit of a meme nature to it as well. But yeah, doing a headshots only thing, pistol only, that'd be interesting. Mr. Goatee, thank you for the 15 stream streak. Thank you very much, dude. I really appreciate that. Hope things are going well. Shaky. Oh, I didn't ask for this. Teehee, yeah. Mr. Jensen. Before I end the stream, I'd like to give some shoutouts. Oh shit, the Arnie movie scene impression. In Mita, I don't know if you're there, but that Arnie movie scene impression, if you're still here, I can do that before I end the stream. I just remembered that I probably was muted when I did that. would definitely like to recommend people check out the following streamers. Ave the Oni, who's been doing the game called Dispatch. He's also a fan of games like Lies of P. And Mita is doing a playthrough of the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. His goal in this playthrough is to try and make sure that all the main playable characters are alive by the end of the story. Crocodiles, who's doing a historical order run of multiple different games across different franchises. He's currently up to Assassin's Creed 3. He's looked at all these different games that he's got in mind, and he's organized the playthrough order based on what year each game has taken place in, with a very heavy focus on games that are set in the past, from the BC era all the way up until the 1940s. Lidus is doing a lot of retro stuff. He's a big fan of franchises like Mortal Kombat. Other fighting game franchises he likes is Street Fighter and Tekken, as well as Streets of Rage. Lucinda is doing a playthrough of The Evil Within 2, also a big fan of the Resident Evil series. Mr. Gote is a streamer of games like Banish's Ghost of New Eden, as well as games like Outlast. Shaky has been doing Fallout 4. He also plays games in the Far Cry series. Chillerlock is doing his first playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. He's also a big fan of Assassin's Creed. Also did recently a Tomb Raider 2013 playthrough. Also a big horror fan, so he's doing a lot of playthroughs in that genre too. Dead by Daylight, as well as the Dark Pictures series of horror games. And Zamaxi, who is doing a playthrough of Control, and he's also a big fan of JRPGs and MMORPGs as well. Also games like the Assassin's Creed series. Great streamers, so definitely recommend checking out their channel if you haven't before. That's all good, Shaky, for the shout out, dude. Absolutely no trouble at all. Hey there, Spicy Chicken, good morning. You got to your work 7 hours before your shift starts. Oh really? Wow, that's definitely a lot of time ahead of your start time. Well, sorry about the timing, Spicy Chicken. I'm actually ending the stream. I got past a stealth section that took me quite a lot of attempts to get past. In fact, before I started that segment, I had to reload 8 times in the previous parts of this game. And then in the section that I got stuck on, the count got up to 30. Ah, damn, I'll see you next time, then. That's okay, Spicy Chicken. Thank you for popping in, though. I appreciate it. I hope that work goes well for you also. Hope everyone has a great rest of your Friday, and catch you next time.